In the busy streets of New York City, where millions rushed through life without stopping, Emily Carter carried a secret that could never be spoken aloud. She was a 22-year-old college student, living with her aunt and uncle. After her parents moved back to Texas, her life appeared. Simple classes, part-time job, and evenings spent helping her aunt. But under that surface, something dangerous stirred. Her uncle's younger brother, Daniel Hayes, had recently returned from the Army. At 28, Daniel was disciplined, confident, and carried the weight of experiences no one in the family could fully understand. From the moment Emily first saw him, standing in the doorway with his uniform jacket thrown over his arm, something inside her shifted. She tried to ignore it, tried to look away when his blue eyes lingered on her a little too long, when his laughter carried across the room and somehow wrapped itself around her heart. They were family, at least by name, and the thought alone made her chest heavy with guilt. But every accidental glance, every shared silence when others weren't watching, became more dangerous. At night, Emily would sit by the window of her small room, listening to the city's distant hum, replaying every moment she had spent near him that day. Daniel, too, found himself restless. When Emily passed him a cup of coffee in the kitchen, their fingers brushed for a fleeting second, and it felt like fire they both pretended not to notice. The forbidden line grew thinner each day. At the dinner table, when Emily laughed at one of Daniel's quiet jokes, her aunt scolded her for being too distracted. When Daniel offered to walk her home from the library, her uncle reminded him she wasn't a child anymore. No one saw the truth, but Emily and Daniel felt the unspoken storm rising between them. One evening, rain poured heavily over the city. The power went out in the neighborhood, leaving the house in darkness. Emily, unable to sleep, found herself in the living room where Daniel sat by the window, staring into the storm. The dim light from the street lamps carved shadows across his face, and his voice was low when he finally spoke. "Do you ever feel like some things are meant to destroy you? No matter how much you resist?" Her heart thudded. She didn't answer at first. Then, barely above a whisper, she said, "Maybe, but sometimes destruction feels like the only thing worth living for." Their eyes met in that silence. No one touched. No kiss crossed the air. But the electricity between them was stronger than the storm outside. And in that moment, they both knew they were already too far gone. The world outside could never understand, and perhaps it never would. Yet in the heart of America's busiest city, two souls were bound by a love they were forbidden to hold. A love that would either consume them or keep them alive in secret. Please subscribe.